New Avalon. A city etched in chrome and glass, its spires scraping the sky, a monument to ambition and progress. But beneath the gleaming facade, whispered secrets lingered in every alleyway, every flickering neon sign. It was a city built on memories, on the very essence of what made us human. Yet it was also a place where those memories could be bought, sold, and even erased. Here, in the heart of this metropolis, I, Alara Vance, practiced my craft. Obsidian Row, a serpentine alley carved into the underbelly of the city, was where I made my home. My shop, tucked between a flickering hologram parlor and a greasy noodle bar, was unassuming, almost forgettable. And that was precisely how I liked it. The sign above, etched in chipped paint, simply read, Memory Tailor. Inside, the air hung heavy with the scent of old books and even older memories. Each day, a steady stream of souls, their faces etched with regret, longing, or fear, would find their way to my door. They came to me seeking solace, a chance to rewrite the past, to erase the pain that clung to them like a shroud. I was a sculptor of the mind, a weaver of forgotten dreams. With a touch, I could mend a broken heart, or silence a screaming nightmare. I was Alara Vance, and I was the best in the business. But even the most skilled artisan couldn't outrun their own reflection. And mine, well, it was about to shatter, revealing a past I had long tried to forget. My rules were simple, absolute. No restorations, only alterations or erasures. The past, however painful, shaped us. To erase it completely was to unravel the very fabric of one's being. I believed that, or at least I clung to that belief as if it were a lifeline. It was a shield protecting me from confronting the ghosts that haunted my own memories. My fingers, calloused yet deft, moved with practiced precision, manipulating the delicate needles and vials that were the tools of my trade. Each vial contained a concoction of my own design, distilled from rare herbs and synthesized memories, capable of unlocking the secrets held within the human mind. The work was draining, emotionally and mentally, but it paid the bills and kept the nightmares at bay, or so I told myself. The bell above the shop door chimed, announcing a new customer. I glanced up, expecting the usual clientele, a heartbroken lover, a guilt-ridden businessman, a traumatized soldier. Instead, my breath hitched, and the vial I was holding slipped from my grasp, shattering on the floor. Standing in the doorway, his face obscured by the shadows, was a man I never thought I'd see again. He was tall, his shoulders broad, a shock of silver hair peeking out from beneath a worn fedora. His eyes, though, those were what stole my breath away. They were the color of storm clouds, filled with a depth of pain and longing that mirrored my own. "Alara," he rasped, his voice rough with emotion. "It's been a long time." I remained frozen, my heart pounding against my ribs like a caged bird. It couldn't be him. He was a ghost, a figment of a past I had tried so hard to bury. And yet, there he stood, solid and real, his presence shattering the carefully constructed walls around my heart. "I need your help," he continued, stepping further into the shop, his gaze sweeping over the dusty shelves and flickering candles. "I need you to restore a memory." His words hung in the air, each syllable a hammer blow to my carefully constructed equilibrium. Restorations were forbidden. They were too risky, too unpredictable, and for me, they were a one-way ticket back to a past I desperately wanted to forget. "You know I don't do restorations," I said, my voice a strained whisper. I couldn't tear my gaze from his, couldn't escape the raw emotion that radiated from him like heat from a furnace. He chuckled, a humorless sound that sent chills down my spine. "You and I both know that's a lie, Alara. You were the best there was. Still are, from what I hear." He approached the table, his movements slow and deliberate, like a predator stalking its prey. I wanted to run, to disappear into the labyrinthine alleys of Obsidian Row, but my feet felt rooted to the spot. "This memory," he said, his voice dropping to a low murmur, "it's everything." His words, laced with desperation and a hint of something darker, ignited a spark of curiosity within me. I had spent years suppressing my own past, building walls of indifference and forgetfulness. But this man, this ghost from my past, he was offering me a glimpse beyond the veil, a chance to confront the memories I had fought so hard to bury. "What memory?" I asked, my voice barely a whisper. He reached into his coat pocket and pulled out a small silver locket. It was tarnished with age, the intricate design worn smooth from years of handling. He placed it on the table between us, the metal cool against my fingertips. "Open it," he urged. My fingers trembled as I reached for the locket, my breath catching in my throat. As I pried it open, A wave of dizziness washed over me. The world seemed to tilt on its axis, the familiar scent of my shop replaced by the sweet fragrance of honeysuckle and the earthy aroma of freshly tilled soil. I saw a sprawling farmhouse bathed in the golden light of a setting sun. 2 children, their laughter echoing through the fields, chased fireflies across the dew-kissed grass. A woman, her hair the colour of spun moonlight, watched them from the porch swing, a smile gracing her lips. And standing beside her, his arm wrapped around her waist, was the man who stood before me now. "Who are they?" I whispered, my voice choked with emotion. The image was so vivid, so real, it was like watching a forgotten memory unfold before my very eyes. "Our children," he said, his voice thick with unshed tears. And the woman, "That's you, Ilara, before."